George Orwell wrote that the most effective way to destroy a community is to deny and obliterate their own understanding of their history. You must have heard about history distortion at some point or the other on television, newspapers, home, office, etc. Mainly two methods are used for distortion of history. First, propagating one's personal hypothesis, theory, or opinion as fact without any proof in an undemocratic manner. Second, peddling well-charted propaganda with concoctions and lies while concealing the facts. Distortion of Kshatriya history is actually a distortion of the history of North and Central India, which can be termed as social terrorism. Due to vested interests of some special groups, military and cultural history of India is being manipulated, tweaked, and sabotaged. Now let us understand, why is Kshatriya history being targeted and distorted? What are the objectives of these cultural terrorists? First, spreading prejudice and caste hatred against Kshatriyas in the whole society. Second, not only to disenfranchise the Kshatriyas from their own community identity with injunction of fabricated concepts, but also to mobilize various caste groups against the Kshatriyas. Third, mobilize state, public perception, and civil society against Kshatriyas so that the democratic voice of the Kshatriya can be gagged. Fourth, to shatter the self-confidence of the Kshatriya youth and make them apologetic about their social or political entity so that they cannot mobilize as an organized group. Come, let us understand with some examples who all are engaged in this pilot project. Dilip Mandal, who writes for the print, refers to the famous hockey player Major Dhyan Chand on Twitter as Koiri, while Dhyan Chand himself describes himself as a Rajput in his autobiography. But this shrewd mischief of Mandal created unnecessary enmity, hostility between the Kshatriya community and the Koiri community. Similarly, for many years, RSS is trying to promote Rana Punja as a Bhil. Rana Punja was a Solanki Rajput Sardar of Panarva Thikana of Mewar. Promoting him as a Bhil is causing unnecessary enmity between Bhils and Kshatriyas. Similarly, by promoting Rajput Queen Durgavati Chandel as Gond in Madhya Pradesh, a script is being drafted to pitch the Rajputs against the Gonds. RSS has been promoting Rajput ruler Mihir Bhoj Pratihar as a Gujjar, which is a cattle herder community, because of which an entire community is pretending to be someone which they never were. Sometime back, BJP MP from Bagpat, Satyapal, labelled Tomar Rajput King Anangpal as a Jat to taunt Tomar Rajputs. All of this is a well-planned political conspiracy to spread misinformation and hatred against the common Kshatriyas in the public mind, which is being unabashedly endorsed and given silent approval by some corrupt historians and journalists. For example, several articles by Marathi Brahmin Girish Shahane, published by The Scroll, where he addresses Kshatriyas with demeaning epithets like defeat specialists. Shahane's casteist articles garnered support from eminent historian Harbans Mukhia, in his article published in BBC in 2018, categorically writes that there is no contribution of Rajputs in the struggle against the British Empire. While if we quote the contemporary authors of mutiny, we find that the Rajputs were the masterminds of the 1857 mutiny in North India. In 1858, British officer Colonel George B. Mallison wrote in his book, The Mutiny of the Bengal Army. The revolution, which at first appeared to be a mere military revolt, rapidly changed its character and became a national revolt, comprising the divisions of Kanpur, Meerut and Agra, shook off our rule in the provinces of Rohilkhand and Awadh and declared war against us. Similarly, A.R. Young writes, the revolution in Shahabad took the form of a national revolt. The entire Rajput population of the district stood up in support of the local Rajput landlords. W. Sleeman wrote, I have witnessed many wars in different countries across the world, but I have never witnessed such a resistance the way the Zamindars of Awadh fought against the British rule. Despite the presence of clear evidence, if such an eminent and celebrated historian takes contradictory stance, then there is no doubt that his intentions are maligned. In the same article, Professor writes that the Rajputs have absolutely no contribution in making modern India. Rajput kings commissioned hospitals, rail transport, dams, high court, military forces, millions of acres of land in Bhutan, etc., which were inherited by modern India from them. OBC reservation implemented by VP Singh Geherwar, which gave representation to thousands of backward castes. The contribution of common Kshatriyas in sports, army, agriculture, education, administration does not exist for Professor Sahib. It is a strange irony. Professor Mukhya, denying the cultural, philosophical, military contribution of the Rajputs, writes that if we evaluate any role of the Rajputs in history, it was only to make the Mughal rule permanent. From Akbar's time till the end, Rajputs played an important role in providing stability to the rule of the Mughals. From Jaisalmer, established by Bhatis in Rajasthan, to Motihari, established by Moti Singh Karnat, from Jammu of Jamwal Rajputs to Jabalpur, established by Kalchuri Rajputs. Rajputs established many towns and cities, but Professor Mukhya seems to be overlooking that. Mukhya ji does not see Khajuraho, neither Chaunsat Yogini, nor Badrinath, nor Jantar Mantar, nor does Mukhya ji see Goga ji, Ramdev Peer, Nath sect, neither do they see Yashodharman Parmar, Mihir Bhoj Pratihar, Durgavati Chandel, Dulla Bhatti, Banda Bahadur Minhas, Zorawar Singh Kehloria, General Sagat Singh, to establish the Kshatriya society as inferior to the other societies. This lobby creates false narratives by limiting our existence to the marital relations and mansabdari of some Kshatriya kings with Mughals, but does not divulge that, during that period, what were the other elite castes doing in the Mughal administration. They also hide the fact that during the rule of Aurangzeb, most of the mansabdaris were of the brave Marathas and not of Rajputs. They also cover the fact that when and how did Jat, Gujar, Ahir became Chaudhary and Maliks? This lobby not only conceals the matrimonial relations of the Marathas and the Deccan Sultanate, but also the matrimonial relations of the Jats and the Mughals. Clearly, they not only deny the contribution of Kshatriyas, but cherry-pick our history and single out our society and spread prejudice against us in society at large. Here you can read indecent tweets from this lobby of historians about the revered Rajput figures and think whether any historian can make such objectionable statements on Maharaja Ranjit Singh, Shivaji, Jijabai, Lachit Borphukan, Surajmal. Isn't it intentional systematic denigration of Kshatriyas, a planned attempt to humiliate the Rajput people and demoralize them? Nowadays, the same class also propagates that there was no Rajput caste before the 12th century and propagates sophistry that Rajputs and Kshatriyas are different. Not only this, but they propagate Rajputs to be a mixture of other castes. It is this very lobby of historians that has emboldened elements like RSS and Dilip Mandal to play politics over Rajput history. This lobby includes Harbans Mukhya, along with Tanuja Kothiyal of Ambedkar University, Ruchika Sharma of Indraprastha College of History, and Mani Mugdha Sharma. This lobby has been spreading propaganda by writing baseless books, making false interpretations through films and media, and has even systematically used Jaipur and Lucknow Literature Fest for feeding the demonization agenda against Kshatriyas. Their basic objective is not only to create hatred in the entire society towards the Kshatriya society, but also to provoke other agrarian communities on the pretext of Rajputification, so that gradually not only the Kshatriya community is decimated politically and socially in this democracy, but caste violence and riots are instigated against them. If even now you remain a silent spectator while your past is being distorted inch by inch, then your future is certainly not safe.